J-Bo gang, J-Bo gang, J-Bo gang. What the fuck going on, man? Hey, man, say, man, today, we back with another reaction, man. And today, we going to be reacting to This Is the End of an Era. I'm pretty much just going to explain this to y'all. He's pretty much talking about mainstream rappers. As y'all know, y'all probably can't see the thumbnail. Y'all probably just see this. I'm not going to say what I want to say. This square looking at nigga on my screen. No, I'm just bullshitting. If you see in my video, man, all jokes, bro. But nah, he's gonna be breaking down how this is the end of an era for mainstream rappers. And if you don't live under a rock, bro, you pretty much know underground rappers are pretty much taking over. Mainstream rappers are dying. Like, it's not the same for mainstream anymore, man. And yeah, bro, the underground scene is taking over. And he's pretty much going to be explaining how this era is coming to an end, man. J-Bo gang, man, if you're new to the channel, man, if it's your first time ever seeing me, man, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Show some type of support, man. Just show, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with me, you don't. If you do, you do. You're going to support. You're going to do what you got to do to show that, man. So, yeah, J-Bo gang, man. And support is free, so, you know what I'm saying? You never know, like, you support, but you never know how far I'm getting this shit, man. So, yeah, J-Bo gang, man. That's how we come today. That's when we be...
What?
Bro, I just tweaked out. Alright, we back. Hold on. We are not back. Bro, I just low-key caught a headache from doing that shit. Bro, look, J-Bo just low-key caught a headache from doing that. But, yeah, J-Bo gang, man, we back, man. That's what we're going to be reacting to today, man. If you're new to the channel, man, like I said again, man, like, comment, subscribe. Show some type of support, man. Show some type of... You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with me, you do. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Tap in while you can. Don't tap out. Yeah, J-Bo gang, man. We're going to go ahead and get into this reaction, man. J-Bo gang, J-Bo gang, J-Bo gang. I'm trying to think of anything else I got to tell y'all. Yeah, man, if you know what I'm saying, if you want to know who I am more, go watch my old videos and shit. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop straight to the video, man. I don't want to do too much talking, and we're not going to do too much pausing, man. Yeah, J-Bo gang, J-Bo gang, J-Bo gang. You.
There was a time where these artists could roll out of bed, drop an album, and pretty much take over the rap scene. Guys like Lil Durk, Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Gunna, Future, Travis Scott, Young Thug. These were the names of guys who have basically kind of dominated the rap game ever since 2018, but it feels more and more like their time is up in terms of this just being their era. These artists have been the people who have really dominated mainstream hip-hop. They've been the ones that have dominated the playlists like a Rap Caviar or any other mainstream rap playlist. These are the artists that have dominated the airways, dominated the radio, if you even listen to the radio or ever took the time
Bro,
to.
Gunna used to be solid, bro.
These are the artists who have been the most impactful of this era, despite the fact that most of them aren't the most dominant in terms of numbers. Some of them are, but a lot of these guys aren't the most dominant in terms of numbers. Guys like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole, who are bona fide superstars and have been before this era even started, have had to kind of adjust to what these guys are doing and integrate them into their own work and really follow their lead over this past like almost decade or so now. These guys have been pretty much the flag bearers of rap since around 2018, but I feel like that moment is now coming to an end. In that era.
Okay, bro.
What's good, YouTube? It's just to say
mainstream rap, bro, is not the same no more, bro. Bro, underground's really taking over, man.
Another video, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling
like,
you
it's underground rappers that you would think are mainstream just because how they going crazy right now.
Subscribe.
Niggas like Rag Baby, Lil Tony, Drabo.
From 2018
like,
really up until right about now, these guys could do no wrong. Like, they just were not missing. Now, of course, they
Baby was not missing, bro.
They dropped the music. Nobody did it for them. But once they were able to get people on board, there was no looking back ever since that moment. Like, these guys were hitting on such a level that almost everything that they did was money. And you cannot go to a public setting right now that plays rap music and not hear at least one of those names.
Facts, bro.
You can't even really go to any public setting.
Bro, Gunna used to be fat as fuck.
And not hear one of those names that I mentioned. Of course, if you go to like country festival.
Hey, bro, no cap, bro. The best thing Gunna did, bro, was get out of jail and start working out, bro, and dropping good music, bro. Cause, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where his career would be at now if he didn't do that, bro.
So you go in and listening to like an R&B night at an R&B place or R&B club, whatever you want to call it, of course they're not going to play their music. But I mean, like, if you go to a place that has just like in general mainstream popular music, you're going to hear one of those names that I mentioned earlier. And to make things even crazier, they all feature each other on their album. So if one of them drops an album, you're going to hear at least 3 or 4 of the other names that I mentioned previously. Pretty much every rap album since 2018 has a government mandated 21 Savage feature. Like, these guys.
Bro said government mandated. Hey, I'm crying.
This group feels almost like a clique or a fraternity of rappers that have dominated the mainstream rap.
And most of them are from Atlanta,
and
bro.
At this moment,
Hey, y'all cannot say, bro, Atlanta is the influence, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you feel about it, bro. I don't care what state you from. I don't care what part of the world you're from, bro. Atlanta is the influence, bro, and is a part of the influence of what goes of the music of the pretty much the United States and just like around the world, bro. Like, if you can't admit that, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Feels like the tide
Last
is
time
kind of
pausing.
turning away from that. You really start to see this shift though in how people talk about Lil Baby. Lil Baby, without a shadow of a doubt, is the golden boy.
Bro, they're trying to say he's
Even
falling
if you
off. I don't
think
like
he's
that,
the
bro.
best, even if you think 21, Gunna, or whoever else, Lil Durk, is better than him, there's no denying that he was kind of positioned as the golden goose of this group by the media. Like, he was put in that spot as the #1 guy going into the future. Like, back in 2020, he was the guy with
This
the rocket
nigga
strapped
Baby
to
was
his back,
going
who was
crazy.
super crazy with his music, super
Oh my
crazy
gosh,
with his
I
#1
missed-
album,
bro, I missed
#1
those
song.
times,
Like,
bro.
He was the next guy in rap. Some people even put him in the spot of possibly being the guy to unseat Drake one day as the most popular rapper in the world. Like, he was called the next Wayne or the Wayne of this generation.
He
That's
really
how
was,
high people
gang.
were on Lil Baby back in 2020, 2021. And he has, without a shadow of a doubt, been a hit maker for the last 7 years. Like, that's all he's done is put out hits.
Hits after hits after
But the
hits.
last 2 albums that he's released have,
Oh.
at best, mixed reviews. At best, mixed reviews. And people still listen to Lil Baby, don't get me wrong. It's not like he's completely fallen off and nobody listens to his music anymore. But there's no denying that his momentum has slowed massively. Massively. Like, people are just not really enamored with Lil Baby like they were in 2020, 2021. They kind of feel a little bit over it at this point. Like, they feel like Lil Baby has about 4 or 5 tricks in his bag, and that's really it. Like, once he gets you
And I
out,
don't,
there's not that
like-
much he can do anymore. You
I
don't
can
really-
admit, bro, Baby has his music has declined just a tad bit, bro. But I feel like that's just the music he's putting out. The music he has in his vault, bro. Oh my, bro, nigga, the music Lil Baby has in his vault could feed families, bro. No funny, bro. I'm not finna fold you, bro. Like, that shit could really feed families, bro. And if you think I'm just talking, bro, go do your research, bro. Go on YouTube right now. If you gotta click off this video, click off this video. Go type in Lil Baby unreleased and come back to this video. You know what I'm saying? If you know, if you know. If you don't, you're just slow, man. But if you can't say, bro, Lil Baby's unreleased, bro, would feed generations right now, bro, I don't know what you're thinking, bro.
see people calling him the Wayne of this generation anymore, and people just aren't as high on him anymore. They just don't.
That's 'cause they're
feel
not
that
letting him
same
put
way
out
because
good
they
music,
feel like
bro.
he's gotten a bit stale, and that kind of criticism or that kind of way of thinking for Lil Baby low key applies to the whole group as well.
Yeah.
Some people feel like it's gotten a bit stale. And the internet, as a result, has kind of turned on Lil Baby. Now, of course, he still has fans. Don't get me wrong. He's not the most hated rapper in the game. But there's no denying that you just don't see that same Lil Baby love anymore. You don't see guys constantly saying, man, Baby top 5. I don't care what nobody say.
And I admit, bro, Baby is still top 5 in my eyes, bro, because Baby can still drop heat, bro. I just feel like they're holding back on Baby, bro. Whoever controls the music, that we listen to and hear, bro, they're really holding back, bro. They're not letting him drop good music, bro. And I feel like that's true because, bro, if you go in Lil Baby's vault, bro, this nigga has hits just sitting, bro. Like, bro.
Just don't see that.
Hey man, Baby, if you seeing
His
this, bro, you know
critique
what I'm
of
talking
getting a
about,
bit
bro.
stale seems
Any
to
little
kind of
real
be a
Baby Lil
theme
fans, bro?
of
Any
this
real Lil
group.
Baby fans know
Like
what
I
I'm
just
talking
mentioned
about, bro.
Before Lil Baby gets hit, 21 Savage.
Bro,
gets
every
hit.
time Lil Baby, all right, this is my last. I'm not counting. This is my last time pausing the video, bro. Every time Baby had dropped the album since My Turn, they're asking why is this song not on the album? Are y'all not getting the picture? So you cannot keep sitting here saying Lil Baby is falling off, bro. if you're not looking at the bigger picture, bro. Like,
Lil Durk gets it a lot, and even people have started to give it to Travis Scott unfairly.
oh, this nigga, hey, I don't even know why they put him up in here, bro. This nigga fell off, bro. Now, if he might, I've never heard no crazy unreleased from Travis Scott. That's what I'm saying. This nigga, I don't even know if he ever been on. Like, Travis Scott was never good in my eyes, bro.
Roll out of the bed and just give us whatever.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because who I am and what type of music I listen to, bro. I'm from Atlanta, bro. I grew up on Baby, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of
Maybe he hasn't fallen off in my eyes yet, bro.
It's like, no, bro, we're not just going to accept anything. And I know people are going to be mad at me for saying this, but respectfully, Future gave us 3 albums in 2024. That last one, Mixtape Pluto, is exactly what I'm talking about when I say things start to feel a bit stale. There's good music on there, don't get me wrong, but we start to feel a little bit of that repetition, a little bit of that, like, man, are you sure you really had enough music to make a full-length project? Because some of this stuff really just starts to sound the same. Like, again, I know people are going to be mad at me for saying that about Future.
I mean, no, you speaking facts.
People really feel about this group of guys. They feel like sometimes this specific group can be very guilty of sacrificing a lot of their quality to give us quantity. I know that I'm framing this in a way that may sound like I'm trying to say these guys' careers are over or something like that, but that's not what I'm trying to get at here. What I am trying to say, though, is that these acts and the ones that are very similar to them are either going to evolve in the next few years or so and move forward with rap, or just kind of get left behind in a way with this era.
Man, when we had this Baby right here, bro. Oh my gosh. When we had Baby and Gunna, bro, it was a time to be had, bro.
I don't really know what the next
a time to be alive, bro.
Era, the next wave of rap is going to look like for the next 5 to 7 years or so. And I think that
we need Gunna and Baby back, bro. If we can all admit, bro, we need Lil Baby and Gunna back, bro. It has y'all gotta figure something out, bro. Let that shit go, bro.
So there still is time for these guys to kind of spice things up and change things up and evolve with time to be able to move on to this next era. But I do believe that that's going to be a necessity for all of these guys. Right now, it feels like the middle class is kind of disappearing. Like, you're either a top dog or you're not. The middle is going away. The middle that was filled with names that aren't blockbuster superstars like a Drake, Kendrick, or a Kanye, but were still big names regardless. Names like a 21 Savage, a Gunna, a Lil Durk. These guys who kind of filled the middle class of rap. It feels like those spots are starting to go away. And everyone's numbers as a whole, just in music really in general, but especially in rap, seem to be kind of down at the moment. And if these guys stay relatively the same, I expect their numbers to reflect that as well. Look at Polo G and Roddy Ricch. These are kind of the best examples of the worst case scenarios for what could happen to these guys. Once upon a time, these guys were grouped in with the names that I mentioned earlier, especially Polo G.
Polo G was in there too.
All of those guys. Polo G was
what happened to Polo G?
Who was looked at as one of the next superstars.
It's like that nigga just fell off the face of the map, bro.
The combination of really, honestly,
hey, y'all think, bro? If y'all still don't think, bro, these rappers are controlled, bro, like
unfortunately, like his downfall, low key.
We know they're nice, bro, but they're obviously being controlled, bro. They can't drop the music they want to drop.
A lot of people really didn't like Polo G. Really had a lot,
and that's where the underground team
at Hall of Fame.
That's where the underground team comes into effect because the underground rappers are not being controlled. They can drop music whenever they want to. They can drop the hottest shit ever.
Flat out hate after Hall of Fame was released, but that album still did 100.
Underground taking over, bro. I'm telling you.
Up until his next project, which is Hood Poet in 2024, and that album sold 24K first week. Polo G got outsold by Ice Spice in 2024 in terms of first week numbers.
Sick word.
I'm not saying that to say just in a vacuum like this is what happened. There's a whole bunch of context to what happened between Hood Poet and Hall of Fame and Polo G.
Bro, it's not about the albums, bro.
Delayed a few times, but
it is not about the albums, gang. Trust me.
No album with a name tied to it like a Polo G should do 24K first week.
It's not. Hey man, I'm telling you right now, bro. It is not about the albums, bro. I'm telling you. Trust me, bro.
And I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen to these guys. I'm not saying that that's in their future. But I'm just trying to give an example of the change in reality and how fast it can really come. From 2021, where Polo G is looked at
as... So you got to keep your foot on their neck, man.
Next young guy to carry the genre on his back. Him, Lil Baby, and, NBA Youngboy are going to be the next big names in rap. to 2024 where he's a complete afterthought. Despite Future being over 40 years old, I do believe he will be able to thrive in whatever era is next because he's been adapting and evolving for over a decade now. And I feel.
And when that boy say Future said he could thrive on another planet.
I'm not necessarily worried about those guys too much. Travis Scott is another guy that I'm not really.
Hey, Young Thug is questionable right now.
As an artist, Utopia showed me that he can evolve, and it really showed me
this
that
nigga
he has
is
so many different
ass.
things that he can creatively branch out and do, and so many different things in his bag that, again, I'm not too worried about it. Maybe a song will come out here and there like 4x4 where not everyone's convinced, but I'm not too worried about him in the future, at least at this moment in time. But the guys that I am really worried about are definitely Lil Baby and 21 Savage.
Yeah,
now,
bro.
I would have thrown Lil
Nobody
Durk in this
care
group
about
as well,
21
but I
Savage.
don't think we're going to be getting too
Most I'm worried about is
in the
Lil
future.
Baby, bro.
But they just don't seem like the type of artists that will be able to completely like renovate themselves and evolve to what's happening surrounding them. Like, I really do like Lil Baby and I really do like 21 Savage, so I'm still going to be listening to their music regardless, more likely than not at least. But if they're ever,
I'll give it to Baby, bro,
anybody
but
in this
21
group
Savage,
who
I don't
look
see
at
him going
and
too
say,
much further, bro.
Man, I know they're probably going to have a hard time evolving what they do. It would probably be those two. So that means that they will have to find other ways to keep up with whatever's happening and remain relevant. Whether this group of guys completely fall off or some of them fade
happened to
into
Young
the background
Thug?
and become a little bit more niche as artists and a bit more grounded, kind of like DaBaby, where they're still doing performances, still making money. They're just
That boy Baby
not
be
that guy anymore.
making
Just
videos.
know that this period of dominance is probably over for these guys. Now,
But will
doesn't
never
mean that
be
they can't
forgotten.
move on into the next era and continue to be dominant. It doesn't mean that they can't continue to be a big name. It just means that they're probably going to have to start to bring something newer to the table, something fresher to the table, something where they're showing a little bit more depth or they're evolving a little bit more in order to continue to be one of the biggest names in the genre in the next few years or so. The days of them just kind of rolling out of bed, dropping any old album, whether it was great or just okay, and still being the face of Rap Caviar and still being the guys whose music is constantly being played in the club and on the radio, I think are coming to an end. It doesn't mean that they can't continue to do great things and, progress as an artist, but I think that we're just going to be demanding a little bit more from these guys in the future. And the era of them dropping just being enough is probably over, at least in my opinion. But if you made it this far, I greatly, greatly appreciate you. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe.
Hey, man, is that facts, man? Let me know what y'all think about what he just said throughout this whole video, bro. I can admit what he started to say through closer to the end of the video where they can just roll out of bed and just drop albums and go #1. That is probably coming to an end, bro. But I still have hope for these group of rappers. Really, only hope I really don't have is for 21. Because I feel like 21 came up in an era where, like, that's all he knew was drill rap, and like I feel like that's all 21 Savage has to offer. Now he probably can prove me wrong, bro, but I don't see 21 Savage going too much further in the rap game. But yeah, man, that's gonna end off today's video, man. If you're new to the channel, man, if your first time ever seeing me, if you made it this far in the video, man, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Show some type of support, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta support, you know what I'm saying? Even if you clicked on the video, that's a support, man, and I appreciate it. And I'm gonna keep dropping these videos for y'all, man. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on this specific video right here, and I'm gonna check back in with y'all in the next video. J-Bo Gang, J-Bo Gang, J-Bo Gang, J-Bo Gang. Yeah.
All shit, yeah, from the wall down, yeah, okay, free my mind, yeah.